Here we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe button, tell a friend, tell a friend. Here we have another crazy story. The individuals, at least 3 individuals, there was 5 of them, but 3 went to court. Think about that. They pled not guilty. Think about that. Imagine committing a crime and you want to say, you know what? I'm going to plead not guilty. You know what happened? That remorse didn't kick in yet. That I took somebody out. They're no longer on the earth. Keep in mind, these are young people who didn't carefully plan. Well, let's not get into that, but these are young people who was apprehended. And imagine that. Imagine they didn't do it. Imagine that. They didn't do it. All the information is all not factual. Makes sense now. I didn't even think about that until right now. Makes sense now. They're innocent. Imagine that. So they have the cuffs on them. They're arrested because they're innocent. That's what happened. But imagine if they're not. Imagine if they are not and they say, you know what, I'm innocent. Imagine about lying about doing a crime. Imagine that, lying. I'm going to do a crime and I'm going to lie after that. That's crazy. Unless they didn't do it. I wasn't there. I didn't see him. I mean, I have old eyes. My eyes are old. My eyes don't work properly. What I see on the camera, yeah, I mean, my eyes don't work properly. But imagine that. It's a difference between going to jail for the rest of your life or getting a death penalty. I'm assuming that's what these young individuals are basically saying, you know what? They're both bad. So I can't choose. I do not have the luxury of choosing which one I would rather. The death penalty or life in jail forever. They're both kind of harsh. I mean, I'm going to think about it right now, which one I'd rather. I'm going to make my decision later. I'm not going to make my decision right now. I didn't think about it long enough. To think 6 months ago, these individuals just living their lives. I mean, I'm sure they wasn't paying any bills. Anything like that. They're still not paying any bills. But you know what I mean? They was living their lives. I mean, was they plotting on Fulio 6 months ago? Think about it. I mean, I don't know. I'm just talking. But they say crime don't pay. I'm starting to believe them right now. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. I had to hurry up and get off the phone with him. I really did. Matter of fact, I'm lying. He wasn't a friend of mine. He wasn't a friend of mine at all. He wasn't a friend of mine at all. He was just somebody I heard about. Who's in there doing his thing. Mr. Tough Guy. He got life. He got life behind the bars. He got that. He got that. He got that. He got that. Imagine that. That life behind the bars. What if you're claustrophobic? Is that a real word? Is that how you pronounce it? Claustrophobic? Is that how you pronounce it? In that jail cell, behind that walls. Cellmate or not. Don't forget. It's not much different from having a dog in your apartment and you have that dog inside of a cage. Let that dog out whenever you want to let that dog out. You could treat that dog good if you want to treat that dog good. Give that dog a treat. Give that dog a treat. Give that dog a treat. Or not. Grown man. Imagine that. You have kids out there while you're in there living like an animal. Being told what to do. Turn off the lights. Being told what to eat. Wow. It's really like that though. For example, Rod Diggs. Everybody know about Rod Diggs. Notorious. They said he was. They said he was respected on the streets. But unfortunately, the streets is like bad bacteria. Meaning, imagine having a bad bacteria respecting you. Because most decent law-abiding citizen will say Rod Diggs belong in the ADX where he is right now. They say he's the only rapper in the ADX. But a lot of other individuals say, you know what? Rod Diggs is a real one. Because he murdered people. Think about that. If he didn't do that, they wouldn't say that about him. Rod Diggs is being treated like a pit bull right now. I mean, it could be a Rottweiler. I don't know. Just any type of, could be a lizard. Could even be a fish. Hamster, turtle, guinea pig. He's being told what to do naturally. Life of a gangster, unfortunately, the story that's never been told is basically what happened is you go out of your way, you go out of your way to try to prove to individuals who you call your friends, but they're really strangers. Once you go behind the bars, you're going to realize that they're really strangers. You can't see them anymore. You can't talk to them anymore. It's kind of like you went out of your way to try to make someone laugh. You went out of your way to commit a crime and you tell people about it. These gangsters can't survive unless they tell people about the crimes that they commit. They feel like they need to get a reputation of knowing how to commit crimes, which they do get that reputation. And they also get that jail time, long jail time. believe it or not, most of these gangsters, they get the jail times that's usually longer than how long they've been gangsters for. Think about it. Meaning, say for example, you've been gangster since the age of 1 year old until well, you know what I mean. In your mind, a lot of individuals say, you know what, I've been like this, but no. Most gangsters right now are gangsters right now in their minds, then and now. Think about that. Pretend gangsters. Nothing wrong with that. Roy Harden, another gangster. He's also behind the bars. For some strange reason, these gangsters just tend to have the same things in common. Imagine that. Imagine going out of your way, commit crimes, tell people about it. Keep in mind, these gangsters tell people about the crimes they commit, just go to jail for the rest of your life. In that small place. I've been to jail before. One thing about jail, once you go there, you just want to get out. I wonder why. I wonder why when you go to jail, you just want to get out. I mean, maybe some people want to stay. Maybe some people want to stay in. But most people want to get out. The toughest men, unfortunately, right now in society, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm stuck in my role. Imagine going to the same store, buying something different. That's it. These lifers, imagine being a lifer. I mean, I don't want to think about it. It's not normal. It's abnormal. But with most of these, but think about it right now, what a lifer would rather well, I'm not going to get too graphic into it, but you know what I mean. It could get worse than living life in jail, if you know what I mean. It could be worse than that, if you know what I mean. Would those laughers rather that? Would those laughers rather it be a little bit worse? Keep in mind, mankind is brutal. These laughers, believe it or not, are appreciating their life sentences because they know it could be worse. Because most of these laughers, they did worse to individuals than what is being done to them. Think about it. From Raw Diggs, Roy Harden, these individuals are known for separating people from their families. And in their mind, they think they should be respected for that. They're not known for running like 1,000 miles in one day, doing 1,000,000 push-ups in 1 week. They're just known for simple little violent crimes. individuals look to these individuals, admire them, and end up in the same situations as them. I'm just talking, that's it. Is there such thing as a gangster? There is. Is there such thing as a crash dummy? There is. Is there such thing as a penitentiary? There is. But I see him do it, though. I see him do it.